Fans shocked, fearful face. Jamie Dornan reveals reason for breakup with Dakota. She's not what she seems. One morning like any other, the city woke up early in the pale sunlight, reflecting off the glass skyscrapers. On Sunset Boulevard, the latest billboard for After the Grey, the sequel to the hit 50 Shades series, was still glowing. But there was something strange. Only Jamie Dornan. No Dakota Johnson. On social media, fan club forums exploded. Where are they? They were the epitome of love, of on-screen chemistry. Jamie said something about breaking up, but were they really together? The questions poured in, but Jamie, the quiet man with sad eyes and a deep voice, remained silent. Silent until that evening, when he appeared on the Late Hour with Carson Dale, wearing a black suit, without a smile. 2. The fateful interview. Carson, Jamie, here's a question the world wants to know. What happened between you and Dakota Johnson? Jamie takes a deep breath. I thought I knew her. I was wrong. The room fell silent. Carson leaned forward, his eyes shining with curiosity. Carson, can you elaborate? You two are Hollywood's most beloved couple. Jamie, Dakota is different. Not in a negative way, but she lives in two worlds. One on stage, and one off. I fell in love with her on set, but she's not the person I thought I knew. The studio lights fell on Jamie's face, highlighting the slight wrinkles at the corners of his eyes. He didn't say more, just gave a tired smile. But that alone was enough to send the entire social media into a frenzy. 3. Behind the scenes of a legend. 3 years ago, when 50 Shades Darker was released, Jamie and Dakota were Hollywood's golden couple. They appeared in every magazine, at every awards ceremony, their eyes always making people believe that there was something real between them. Then, in 2023, they disappeared for a long time. No interviews, no events. When they returned, they no longer looked at each other the same way. People in the industry began to rumor Dakota had changed. She participated in an independent project in Iceland, an art film about a woman living in isolation in the snow. There, she met a young Norwegian director, Erik Solstad. Rumors said that something had happened between them, but no one had any proof. And Jamie, he returned to Belfast, lived with his wife and children, but something was bothering him. Close friends said he couldn't sleep, and often wrote in a small notebook he always carried with him. 4. The leaked letter. A month after the interview, The Hollywood Post unexpectedly published the contents of a handwritten letter that was said to have been written by Jamie to Dakota, but was never sent. Dakota, I fell in love with you not because you were Anastasia, but because you were the girl who trembled in front of the camera, who laughed at the little things. But then, I didn't see you anymore. You disappeared, leaving behind someone else, cold, distant, as if playing a different role in my own life. I thought I could wait, but you left before I knew it. Maybe we should just exist in that fictional world. In real life, you don't need a Christian Grey, and I can't be him forever. J.D. The letter rocked the internet. Dakota fans countered, saying it was a PR stunt. Jamie fans said, he was really hurt. You could tell by the look in his eyes. Dakota was silent for 3 weeks. Then one evening, she posted on Instagram with just one sentence, "Don't believe everything you see." Hidden truth. A freelance journalist named Amelia Roth receives an anonymous email. Attached is a never-before-seen behind-the-scenes video of 50 Shades Freed. In it, Jamie and Dakota get into a heated argument after filming a sensitive scene. Jamie, you can't just go against the script, Dakota. You're getting us all into trouble. Dakota, what script? You think you know the character better than me? Christian is yours, but Anastasia is mine. Jamie, no, she's the audience's. And they don't want to see this. The video ends with Dakota walking away, leaving Jamie standing in the middle of the set. The lights go out. The man's heartbeat, it seems, is still going. Amelia decides to publish a 20-page investigation, revealing the artistic conflicts between the two, but she's threatened with a lawsuit from a major law firm for invasion of privacy. The story was blocked until it leaked on the dark web. And so the world learned. Dakota had wanted to direct 50 Shades 4, but Jamie objected. He thought she was turning the film into an ego trip. That was the first crack. Two parallel paths. Jamie agreed to star in The Echo of Silence, an indie film about a man who loses his memory after an accident. In one scene, he had to read aloud diary entries about a woman who left him without a word. Jamie really cried, the director says. Not because of the role, but because of himself. Meanwhile, Dakota starred in Luna Falls, a surreal film shot in Iceland, where everything is mirrored, neither real nor fake. She won the Best Actress award at Venice. When she took the stage, she said a sentence that silenced the entire film industry. Sometimes, to understand yourself, you have to lose someone. People say that sentence is for Jamie. A fateful reunion. BAFTA Awards. Jamie and Dakota were invited to present the award together for Best Screenplay. When they stepped on stage, the atmosphere froze. The whole audience watched. Dakota wore a silver metallic dress, her eyes shining coldly like mirrors. Jamie, in a black tuxedo, tried to hold back a smile. When they held the microphone together, he blurted out softly so that only she could hear. "You're still the same as you were then," she replied, almost whispering, "but I'm not." That moment was captured by the camera. Online, fans slowed down each frame, read lips, deciphered, argued. But only they knew, that sentence contained within it everything that had never been said. The real reason, Jamie agreed to do a special interview with Vanity Time magazine. This time, he did not shy away. People keep asking why. The truth is, I broke up because I couldn't love an illusion. I loved Dakota, but she didn't want to be herself. She lived in a role. Everywhere, all the time. At home, on set, at meals, in her dreams. She became a version of herself that she didn't recognize. And me, I wanted to love a real person. Not a character, not an icon. Just a woman who could smile when no one was looking. The journalist asked, "Do you think she knows you still love her?" Jamie was silent for a long time, then replied, "I think she knows, but she chose the light. I chose the dark." The interview caused a global stir. Millions of comments, countless analyses, fans divided into two camps. But deep down, everyone knows, it's no longer a celebrity story. It's the eternal tragedy of two souls lost in the spotlight.